Conservation agriculture is a process where crops are planted directly into the seedbed in the absence of plowing and minimize the disruption of the soil structure, composition and natural biodiversity. As part of the practice, about 30% of the soil surface is covered by the plant residue in order to increase water infiltration and cut down on erosion and runoff. Conservation agriculture helps to reduce labor costs and the application of agrochemical and improves crop yield by 45%. In the northern region, the Savannah Agriculture Research Institute is experimenting with the various forms of the system on its research fields for the adoption by farmers. The team leader, Dr. Wilson Dogbe, explained how it works.
If you have a biomass as you have now, next season all what you need to do is to roll. We have a roller that you can use to roll it down. It becomes a carpet. You spray it with a total herbicide and then you plant your crop into it direct. Now once you establish a system like this, the seeds of the cover crop is always there. You are building a stock of the cover crop seed. So for a year or two it's there and it keeps regenerating. So you don't need to establish a completely fresh cover every year. There is there that will grow with your crop.
Dr. Dogbe also outlined some benefits associated with conservation agriculture to the smallholder farmer.
A big advantage of this is that when you roll this cover down, for example, you don't have to weed because the cover serves as a carpet and controls weed. The slightest or the minimum rain you get is stored and is made use by the crop. Unlike when you leave it as a bare fallow, the rain falls, as I mentioned earlier, erosion erodes the topsoil, the water doesn't penetrate, and you don't get anything. This you can plant your first crop in May because the rains that come in April and then early May are all conserved and you can plant your crop. Whereas if you have the conventional system, until June, it's not easy to plant a crop.
Dr. Dogbe also said adopting the conservation agriculture will help in mitigating issues relating to climate change.
It's needed this time more than ever because of the climate change effects we experience. I think farmers in northern Ghana should adopt because rainfalls are becoming lower and lower. We have lower rainfalls these days and the quantities also are not much. So if we have to conserve water, this is one way to conserve water. Our soils don't have organic matter. This is one way we can improve upon the organic matter. We want to improve the efficiency of the nitrogen fertilizer we apply. This is one way we can improve it. So in a nutshell, I encourage farmers to try it.
From Tolon, Noah Nash for Vasa One News.